Hey guys, what's going on? It's Expeditions with Matt here, coming to you live on this, or it's not live when you watch this, but it's live now on this lovely Friday evening. So I didn't come prepared with anything to talk about, but I'm gonna just come up with something over the next few minutes and talk about that. That guy just passed me. I guess they were turning around. So I just got back from eating dinner and going to the grocery store, which I'm sure you find to be super exciting. We went to a local place called Scotty's Brew House. If you're in the area, it's worth going to, but it's kind of expensive, so be advised. If you're looking for something more affordable, you can just starve. It always works for some people. So I've kind of had a long week, which explains why I haven't made too many videos. But I'm gonna just try and keep working on making more videos and hopefully go out and explore some more places. And sooner or later I'll get back to doing the driving vlogs. I've just haven't gotten around to doing that, I guess. Yeah, today I got to spray all the weeds in the yard and rake the rocks out of one of our flower beds. That was very enjoyable. So one of the contractors said to me that his mom paid thousands of dollars to get rocks removed from their yard, and I don't understand why he said that. Is that like congratulating me, saying that I should be, or congratulating me on saving my parents money, or that I could be paid thousands of dollars? I wish it was the second option. I could use that kind of money, but whatever. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing more work around the house. Most of the walls and the floors are in. I'll show that when I get back to the house. So we can now start doing some painting. And now I don't have to always be working outside. Also, our new AC is in, so it's not boiling hot everywhere inside the house. It's really nice out. I'm surprised it's never this nice out. So if you live under a rock, you've probably heard of the Indianapolis 500 or Indy 500, and that's going on this Sunday. And if somehow you haven't heard of it, which I don't blame you, it's basically racing, IndyCar racing. So NASCARs look like your normal sedan, but the IndyCar is it's the long kind with the skinny nose and then the tail fin. It's like an airplane but without wings. I think that's a good way of describing it. It's really like the only attraction, the only major thing that goes on in our city, and it's a big deal for us. So I actually went to a garage sale, several garage sales today and yesterday that I think had something to do with the race. People are taking advantage of all the tourists who are coming in for some reason. So I was going out this morning to hopefully buy two Wii's for $20 each. But I'm guessing someone got there long before me because the garage sale opened at 7 a.m. and I got there at 10. So I missed out on that. But I wasn't too surprised because I wasn't planning on keeping them. So that didn't really upset me. I was just going to turn them around and sell them. So, oh well, if I want $100, $200 next time, I'll just have to get up at 6 a.m. instead of 8 a.m. Then we went to an antique store, and I found some model trains that I got. And soon I'm going to start putting together my new layout, which I might do a video on. I'm getting really excited about putting the layout together because I've been waiting to do that for a while. Actually design and build my own layout. It's going to be great. I'm actually kind of tired. I've had a long day working in the yard, so I'm going to go back to the porch instead of walking around. Also, walking around holding this and just talking makes me a little self-conscious because I assume people are giving me weird looks. So obviously the outside of the house hasn't changed. At least I don't think it has. And I had to mow the yard yesterday. That was fun. But this time I managed to do it on 1 tank of gas. Last time I ran out just before I finished. So that was like a hooray, a little hooray moment for me. All these bushes got taken out because they're ugly, but that one stayed because that one's nice. That tree is strange. I sometimes see ducks in the yard here, ducks and geese. They come in, there's a pond over there. They come in to here. We have rabbits, chipmunks, squirrels. There's fish in the creek. I'm guessing other little things like snakes and crawdads, but I haven't bothered looking that closely for them. Why don't we just wait and see if we can find something? I'll go towards the lake. I can't wait to replace this bridge. I get just a little nervous when going across it. Okay, there doesn't appear to be anything in the creek of huge interest. There's probably some fish hiding in there. I think they get swept out of the lake, the really small ones, and then they get stuck in the creek. Oh dear. There's lots of mosquitoes out here. I've been fortunate enough to not have to deal with mosquitoes until quite recently. They are my constant enemy whenever I'm outside. Instead, I think I'm gonna go upstairs and look out through the window. Let's see if this door is unlocked. The handle's unlocked, but the top deadbolt isn't. So I'll go in through the garage then. Boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Typed in the super secret code to open the not so secret door. Be a little more helpful if it opened the other door instead, because this is a tight squeeze. But I keep farting, and I can never remember which door or which button opens which door. Okay, so all the floors are in, as I said earlier. The cabinets are in, and we're starting to, I think the appliances come in soon. I wish they would move our fridge, but I don't feel like it. Oh, there goes my dog. Let's go upstairs and look through one of these windows. Oh well. Let's look to see if we can find anything, since all the mosquitoes want to eat me alive. I assume it's going to be just as bad out on this porch. What is it with these? Why are we so insistent on using the deadbolt? Like this lock instead of this lock. The door lock works just fine. Alright, hopefully I won't get bitten too much out here now that I'm away from the water. I am hoping that, or expect to see deer at some point. We had deer in our last neighborhood, and I'm sure there's some around here somewhere, maybe like in the golf course. I don't see anything at the moment. I know these trees kind of block the view. Yeah, I don't see much of anything out here. But I'm not getting bitten, which is a surprise. Or maybe they just haven't found me yet. I'm sure they'll find me eventually. There's a guy. Football. It's the elusive Suburban Football Youth. He seems to have disappeared now. Oh, there he is again. We've once again spotted the oh, maybe that's not a football. I'll just say the sporty, or the throwing. The Suburban Youth Thrower. Practicing out in the wild. Okay, this is getting boring. Let's go back to seeing if we can find any animals. I just tried to bend the stick of the GoPro instead of the mount. I just tried to bend the stick of the GoPro instead of the mount. I don't understand why my camera takes 5-second videos when I don't want it to. So the sound from my neighbors travels pretty well from here. I can hear those kids, and they can probably hear me if I talk loud enough. I'm sure they could hear me if I talk loud enough. Still nothing to see. I'm kind of disappointed. I'm honestly not used to seeing people at home, because in my, at least at my house, I didn't have, I guess I am kind of used to seeing people, but not all around me. My neighborhood was very rectangular. All the houses were in a line, and the yards were pretty well separated. But here they don't feel like separate yards. I don't even know where our property ends. And the neighbors seem to be fine with mowing all of this grass. It gives the impression that our shed is on their property, but I guess I don't know for sure. Alright, this is getting quite boring since I haven't gotten anything except mosquitoes and a crying kid and the Suburban Youth Thrower. I'll stay out here for another minute or so, and if nothing of interest happens, I will go inside. Oh, I hear some quacking. Came from that way, the direction I'm facing. I don't see anything. Whole lot of nothing. Alright, well that was a bust. I'm sure if I waited out here long enough, something interesting would show up, and I'm not too interested in hanging around all night just to see a duck or something. I'm sure I'll find another chance to see one. So I know I'm not super talkative today. Again, I've kind of had a long day and I'm ready to not do anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and put this up later tonight. So see you guys later.